Hi, my name is Ken Hodgson. This is my second time coming to you through the YouTube, and I wanted to share with you that this is difficult for me to do. I've never talked into a camera without anyone present. Um, the subjects that I'm talking about are difficult, and then to share my own story seems to have proven a little more difficult than I thought it would be. So I just ask you to bear with me, and I'm willing to do these things, and I'm gonna do these things. I want to do these things because of the hope of helping somebody, of maybe saving a life. Um, People can identify with this, know that they're not alone. So I do think that they'll get better as time goes on and as I can learn to relax. And uh, um, so the first thing I just want to touch on this video is being thankful. I know during the last 3.5 years, there were times when it was difficult to truly, I mean, with my heart, find things to be thankful for. And there were things, but not very many. Uh, and being thankful for something is a positive message towards the mind, and it's a step in the right direction to a sound mind, a sound heart, a healthy body. And and I know that a lot of these steps I'm going to talk about that worked did not feel like they were working in the beginning for months, maybe even a year. But they do work, and they did work, and eventually you do see the signs, the fruit of it, so to speak. So one of the things is being thankful. So if you can't think of something you're thankful for, make something up. Just look for it. And when you do find things you're thankful for, say them out loud. Uh, Tell them to somebody. Share with people what you're thankful for. Because I know it's easy to share with people what you're not thankful for, what's going wrong. So many things are going wrong, and with our physical body, with our mental thinking, and our social life. So it's always seems to be easy to come up with the negative, and I know for me, the negative was very prevalent and in my face, and along with a slew of other things. So fighting to find something positive, something you can be grateful for, is well worth it. And once you get on that track, it does eventually become easier, and it becomes one of those main lifelines that go into the heart and the mind and the body. The other thing I want to just touch on too in this video is fear. Fear is a huge part of PTSD, um, and also of abuse issues. Um, Fear is very strong. It's crippling. It can literally cripple you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, uh, and relational wise. So, growing up in the faith that I grew up in, we were taught to fear nothing. We were taught to all of our concerns to be anxious for nothing. All of our concerns should be brought to the Lord through prayer and requests. Also, to make your requests known to one another and to help bear one another's burdens. Um, and prior to my life falling off the face of the earth, um, I didn't worry about a lot of things. But when I got PTSD, and it when it hit me full force, I not only worried about just about everything, but the anxiety that I had was just through the roof. And so, and the doubt. I mean, I doubted so many things. I doubted I was going to make it. I doubted that I was going to stay alive. I mean, I went through so many different emotions that were very negative, and and just on and on and on. I couldn't stop those emotions, but I did combat what I knew, and I knew that I wasn't supposed to be worrying, and without beating yourself up. Don't beat yourself up for worrying or for anxiety. Just recognize it and work with it. Figure out why you're getting anxious. Figure out why you're worrying. And the things that you can't change, and I know people, you've heard this probably, if you can't change it, don't worry about it. If you can change it, there's no sense worrying about it either. But there will be some things that I mean, with that saying there, that's good and well. But I know in the main struggle of what I went through, um, it's just a fight. It's a fight every day, all day long, all night long, and it starts all over the next day. So, but it's a fight worth fighting against. It's a fight that it's a good fight. The fight against fear, the fight against anxiety, the fight against doubt, because this ruins our body, this ruins our thinking, our minds, our health. It can ruin relationships. It can you can lose your job because of it. And I know I lost a lot of things because of it that I'm just slowly regaining at this point. But uh, so the things that I want you to think about this time is thankfulness. It's to not fear, to fight against anxiety, to pay attention to when you get those panic attacks, and I still get panic attacks to this day, here and there, and I am learning to pay attention to it, and I sometimes a lot of times I knew where they were coming from, but there are a lot of times I had no idea why I was having a panic attack. It just was happening. I had to roll with the punches, and and that's another thing is learn to just go with it. If you can't figure it out, you can't change it. Just go with it, and learn to ride those waves in a way that doesn't ruin your life. That um, one of the things I will share with you is that in doing that for me, in concentrating on the pain in my life, the anxiety in my life, the physical pain I was in, uh, I became a very quiet person. I didn't talk a lot. I because I was just so concentrated on these different issues that were going on in my head all the time and in my body. And so people have to get used to that you're not the same person at this time. And I do believe this that in the end you will become a better person. This should not define you. It shouldn't make the definition of who you are. You make the definition of who you want to be. And this is a great opportunity to have a shot at becoming who you really want to be. So don't worry, be happy. You're going to make it, you're going to get there. Just don't stop putting one tiny step in front of another. I don't care how small it is or how many steps backwards you go, just keep going forward. Thank you. Have a good day.